This is a demonstration of the recognition of prior learning function in Skillsbook. The RPL function of Skillsbook is based on the Skills First methodology devised in Queensland, although of course fully online. Some of the key features of the methodology are that the candidate drives the process. They only proceed to RPL when it appears they have a good chance of success. It is an entirely objective process. The detail of the competency standard sets the benchmark. And importantly, it means no more shoeboxes. Evidence is collected against specific requirements, not just bundled into a pile for the assessor to unravel. This function allows the RTO to offer RPL to every candidate up front prior to training. It's highly efficient, cost-effective, and of course compliant. First of all, we're going to look at the student's view to get a feel for how the system works. Once logged in and I've clicked the Training and RPL tab, the self-assessment icon displays. To start, I click the icon. After reviewing these, I click Start Now. Each unit in my course is listed, and within each of these are 3 checklists. Do you know, do you have, and can you do? I'll review each statement in the checklist and amend the response accordingly. By default, these are answered as no. At the end of each unit, I save my responses and move to the next unit. And then I submit my self-assessment. The system will ask me, am I sure? And then all of my responses will go to the assessor for review. Once my self-assessment has been reviewed and I've paid my enrolment fee, my account is activated and I can proceed with recognition of prior learning application. To proceed, my assessment consists of 3 approaches. If I said I can provide specific documentary evidence, then I'm asked to upload it. If I said I know about a particular topic, then I'm tested on it. And if I said I can do a particular task, then I'm asked to log it while at work. And optionally, I can also have my supervisor provide feedback on my workplace performance. We'll look at each of these in a little more detail. The evidence required icon lists all of the documentary requirements of each of the units of competency in my RPL plan. I'm instructed to upload files of any type from my library against specific requirements. Uploading a file into my library is the same process as attaching a document to an email. So I simply choose the items that I want to put forward against this evidence requirement, click it across, and then when I'm finished, I click Submit. Once it's been submitted, I can still access the file, but I can't access the file that I've sent through to the assessor. That's effectively locked into the assessment process. Note that I can use the same files against multiple requirements, and I can use the same files on multiple occasions. Once I've completed that process, I go back and we'll look at logging tasks. Logging a task is a pretty straightforward process. Again, I start by clicking the icon. And here we have a list of tasks. I read through the list. I identify what I've actually done, make some meaningful note over here, and if necessary, upload a document to support my task logging in the workplace. I then click Submit. So I work through my tasks following the instructions. The quiz section is opened in the same way. I click the icon and all of these have been set up to test my knowledge against the unit requirements. So like any normal quiz, I click Start and I work my way through the question list and submit finally to my assessor for review. From a student's perspective, that's the conclusion of their online RPL application. They can expect interaction with their assessor while marking each submission, and at the end of the process they can expect a competency conversation with the assessor. The content for this conversation is automatically generated from the gaps in their assessment process.